instead of a battle to the death as they mounted a last stand in the Euphrates Valley towns and villages near the border between Iraq and Syria, many fighters surrendered or fled. "There's some fighters left but they're few. Small numbers is all I can say," said a Syrian army commander of the remaining militants near Abu Kamal. "Some were killed and some ran away. They went toward eastern or northern villages." This sealed the fall of the terrorist Daesh organization's project in the region, an army statement said, using an Arabic term for Islamic State. The fate of its last commanders is still unknown, killed by bombardment or in battle, taken prisoner but unidentified, or hunkered into long-prepared hideouts to plot a new insurgency. O soldiers of Islam in every location, increase blow after blow, and make the media centers of the infidels, from where they wage their intellectual wars, among the targets, he said. Western security chiefs have also said its loss of territory does not mean an end to the lone wolf attacks with guns, knives, or trucks plowing into civilians that its supporters have mounted around the world. Middle East chaos as it did after previous setbacks, Islamic State's leadership may now stay underground and wait for a new opportunity to take advantage of the chaos in the Middle East. It might not have long to wait. In Iraq, a referendum on independence in the northern Kurdish region has already prompted a major confrontation between its autonomous government and Baghdad, backed by neighboring Iran and Turkey. In Syria, two rival campaigns raced across the country's east this year driving back Islamic State, the Syrian army backed by Russia, Iran and Shiite militias, and an alliance of Kurdish and Arab militias backed by the United States. Syrian officials and a senior advisor to Iran have indicated the Syrian army will now stake its claim to Kurdish-held territory. Washington has not yet said how it would respond to a protracted military campaign against its allies. Aggravating tensions, and raising the possibility of turmoil from which Islamic State could benefit, is a contest for power between Iran and Saudi Arabia. It has developed a religious edge, pitting Shiite groups supported by Iran against Sunni ones backed by Saudi Arabia, infusing the region's wars with sectarian hatred. A senior Iranian official this week spoke from Syria's Aleppo of a line of resistance running from Tehran to Beirut, an implicit boast of its region-wide influence. In recent days the rivalry has again escalated as Riyadh accused Lebanese Hezbollah of firing a missile from the territory in Yemen of another Iranian ally, the Houthi movement. Islamic State's fallen state Baghdadi's declaration of a caliphate in 2014 launched a new era in jihadist ambition. Instead of al-Qaeda's strategy of using militant attacks against the West to spur an Islamist revolution, the new movement decided to simply establish a new state. It led to a surge in recruitment to the jihadist cause, attracting thousands of young Muslims to immigrate to a militant utopia slickly realized in propaganda films. Islamic State's leadership ranks included former Iraqi officials who well understood the running of a state. They issued identity documents, minted coins and established a morality police force. Unlike previous jihadist movements that relied on donations from sympathizers, Islamic State's territorial grip gave it command of a real economy. It exported oil and agricultural produce, levied taxes, and traded in stolen antiquities. It imprisoned and tortured foreigners, demanding ransoms for their release and killing those whose countries would not pay in grotesque films posted online. The number of those treated in this way was as nothing to the multitude of Syrians and Iraqis Islamic State killed for their behavior, words, sexuality, religion, ethnicity, or tribe. Some were burned alive, others beheaded, and some dropped from the roofs of tall buildings.